All right, special day. It's a beautiful Saturday here in New Hampshire. I'm getting ready for a couple of different things. You see chainsaws, and the cab of the old truck here is loaded with tree ropes and other equipment like that, because tomorrow I'm doing a tree job for some friends of my parents, actually friends of mine, and they asked me to do something from in a former life. I used to do a lot of takedowns for trees and what have you, but also I bought something on an auction this morning, and that's a whole project. So I'm about to try to construct something out of scrap wood on my snowmobile trailer. You can kind of see back there. So I can go pick this item up in a couple of days. Let's go see what it is. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. I've had a request to do a little bit of tree work for some friends of my family's, and I'm off to do that. Maybe make a few dollars. I just picked up a new treasure at the auction, so sometimes you got to go do an extra little bit of hustle. You can see I got a couple of my old steel saws in the background, and I've got my ropes and all kinds of tree gear and true fuel and whatnot in here ready to go. See if I can't grab a little bit of footage of maybe a few trees getting tipped over or doing a few things. As I say it out loud, I just realized I did not bring my little tripod. It's gonna be tough. I'll learn. I just got home. I spent most of my Sunday here doing a tree job for some family friends. They treated me very well as far as payment today, so I really can't be thankful enough. But I wanted to spit a quick video because I forgot to bring my tripod to take any pictures. I did put down one fairly large tree. Came home with a whole load of poles, and I took a big pallet that they had, like it's a 10-foot long pallet. Actually, I might find a use for it. It's got a couple broken pieces, but good wood. But I kind of just wanted to have a real quick video about hustling, you know, always doing side hustles to try to fund these projects. As I just mentioned, I did buy something on an online auction yesterday, so this job I just did today more than funds it. Probably actually doubles what I paid for this thing, and it's actually a trailer. Well, it's a boat with a trailer on it, but I'm more interested in the trailer that the boat's sitting on to put this really cool wooden canoe that I had acquired a couple of years ago, and it's hanging underneath my deck. You can kind of see there's my Radisson, my duck hunting canoe, and then the wooden one you can see kind of poking out right above that wood pile over there. But anyway, just a real quick reminder to everybody that, you know, you want to go hunt treasure and flip cars and, you know, do kind of those kinds of things like I enjoy, whether it's machines or you know, shoot chainsaws, you name it. That one that's sitting on the back of the truck I picked up for free and just had to put a bar and a chain on the thing, and it's got a little bit of a gas leak when you run it, but you know, a steel like that would cost $700 or $800. So I was buying a bench grinder off a guy, and he had that thing sitting there and asked me if I wanted it. I said yes. That's another thing I always tell like people, it's like you just be polite and kind to people. You'd be amazed at just being kind and courteous these days. You know, how people treat you and offer you things, and I hardly ever pass up anything, even if it's a pallet or underneath this thing is cripe's sakes, probably a half a cord of wood, maybe not, maybe a face cord of all this little pole stuff. But I'll put it on the pile that I've got started for next year and heat the house. So what the heck? And I've been working my butt off on the old woodshed there, and then the secondary woodshed, because you know, can't ever be warm enough this winter. But anyway, just a quick reminder, I'll show you this canoe that I'm looking for the trailer for, and then the next video is going to be a real quick shout out to me trying to attempt to go pick this trailer up and boat by myself. So we'll see if that works out. Have a good one, everybody. So the plan for the trailer that I have acquiring here, that I just won off the auction, is to actually have a home for this beauty. Now it's a little tough to see because I've got it hanging underneath my my back deck here. But this is a handmade, I believe it's 19-foot long wooden canoe. Now, my friends Judy and Gary had given this to me for doing some, helping them do some work, and I'm trying to show the tail of this thing here. It's kind of like this neat flat end beaver tail. Tested the boat out once with a little electric motor that I had, and it was super cool. So you can imagine a boat like this, and it's actually, I don't think I'm gonna do much justice, but you can kind of see up inside. It is just built. It's built well. It's built by Judy's father. It is a really nice craft. It goes through the water amazingly well. So you can imagine a 19-foot long wooden canoe, and it's lighter than you'd think it is, but it's not exactly light. Not one person cannot move this thing. So I'm excited to get this little trailer to basically house this thing, because I don't live too far away from a large lake in New Hampshire called Lake Winnipesaukee, and to go up to the Alton Bay area for me isn't too far of a trip. But boy, I'd like to be able to put it on a trailer so that could go up there and cruise on the lake a few times a year or whatnot. And the hope is that this may be able to ride on it for the summer times.